coming out from the side of Entity. It's a bit slower pace of a draft, I would say, with this Darkseer plus Terrorblade. They want to hit like these item timings before they hit all together. The Terrorblade, because of the reflection. So sometimes you see Axis plus Inner Beast to deal with that, but this Terrorblade pick is because there's that Beastmaster.
Boxy.
Boxy could be in some trouble here.
I mean, he'll die here, but he walked up in the 4 heroes. He got the bounty room. He got the job done. So they'll lose first blood here. Watson's going to be happy taking that.
Up top, Zai looks to be in trouble.
Lock off there, Fishman, making sure Zai's not able to step away. He's going to try again on to Boxy.
Good body blocks.
Yeah, some really nice stuff here from Fishman. I mean, that's going to do it. Well, I don't think Watson's going to have any complaints for the first opening minutes of this game. Meanwhile, down bottom.
But these stacks could get stolen, and some of them already are blocked.
Fishman. Quite a bit of a punch from the stack against aggro. Watson step up with the reflection. They get the combo onto Boxy. Some more action that Watson's getting to join a part of very early.
And Insanio, he comes top because he doesn't want to lose this tower. Wants to
Nisha
be able to get something out of this.
Should be able to at least chase down Katomi. Slows are there, and indeed the Tiny taken out, but Watson, we safely escorted back to his tower by Fishman. He's far ahead. I mean, a lot is down to Mickey. Mickey,
yes,
as you say, out of kind of Liquid's heroes, he's the one that's been getting space down bottom. He's now ready to join with the rest, and the punished Stormstormer, who was taking a... that was a bit cheeky there, walking through the high ground as he was. Liquid, they were not going to let him get away with that one. Going on Watson's going to be difficult, especially with as much backup as there is. They'll try and lead him with the Boundless Strike. Nisha's attempting to step up. They're seeing if they can burst through the Terrorblade. He's getting low, but they can't quite do it. Watson able to turn, get the Sunder off. Is Nisha and Boxy going down? Insano will pop the ult in an attempt to step away. It will save him.
So even more fast-paced gameplay that Entity can keep doing.
Mickey really wants to try and start picking up kills. He's going to set up in the mid with the ultimate. Got the telekinesis. They'll be able to shut down Katomi, put a bit of a slowdown on that blink dagger timing.
Okay. He didn't have the boundless, I guess, when he jumps. Just wants to make sure that he gets the kill, so throws Wukongs. Mickey has the Jingu at the moment. Wants to play around top. They get Stormstormer.
Set up. Zai's got the roar. The stomp though, maybe. Fishman able to look for the turnaround. Bolt from Boxy does end up taking out Stormstormer. Mickey, he's out with the TP.
That's a pretty huge kill.
Let's see if he gets away with this and if he can make moves. It's Katomi. I mean, an easy kill. The damage coming out for this Monkey King.
Easy stack.
It's going to be fantastic.
That's so stack for Mickey.
This is the kind of play we want to see. Kind of the risk-reward play start.
Starting to get their push mounted also. They've got the Ancient Ice Shaman who throws the Ice Fire Bomb onto the tower. And they're going
behind
deeper.
the tower here, Liquid. They'll find the Elder Titan. The Greaves will get popped. Fishman living a little longer than maybe initially planned, but he still goes down. The drag back with a vacuum, but he's caught in the middle of the Wukong command. Not a chance for the death from it. Stormstormer falls. Same for Toby. As Liquid...
Watson. It's a long TP. Oh my god, Nisha ran out of mana for a second.
With a roar before the BKB's out from the Terrorblade. It's just going to open him up to be exposed to so much follow-up damage from Nisha. So we're going to have to see Watson be quick on the fingers with the BKB.
And Nisha, he has shown what build he wants to go for. He wants to go for the Nihilism, which versus Terrorblade, it's phenomenal.
It's the build.
Mickey.
Oh, Mickey.
Whoop.
Able to get off the tree just in time.
That was fast.
So Entity's still trying to step up into this and saying, hold them back with the overgrowth. Stormstormer pops the BKB to remove the root.
I think they popped Exo. If Liquid can just walk away, that is a big game. They even pop meta.
I mean, even if they lose one, maybe just let Zai die. Well, indeed, he's gone. Liquid is still looking like they want to go back in on this, despite the ultimates being used. But honestly, I think that they'll be happy with just Zai dying for the two ultimates. Now, Entity,
it's a good timing for Roche.
Roshan indeed back up. Now this may force Liquid to play a bit more aggressive, despite the ultimates being here from Entity.
Eyes on Katomi for the toss plays.
Nisha, she's going to try charging straight in with the BKB. Same for Mickey. BKB's popped in by both cores. They got the Wukong's command down.
Nisha's going down.
And Watson turns towards the Lesh, and indeed the damage is done by the Terrorblade. That's Nisha gone. Liquid, they make a risky call there to try and fight into the Terrorblade whilst the meta was still up. And it's one I think they're going to regret. They lose two heroes. Watson with the double kill. Really have ever gone their way for fighting like that 4v5 into meta.
Doesn't feel like it. I mean, Nisha felt like he was a little bit tankier because he's got like blaster against stuff like that, but walks in and just everyone's just hitting him. They all are focus firing him. We might have to stay back away from the fight just to deal with Zai's split push, because Zai's gonna get this tower also. And look at the rainbow TPs. Toby.
See if we can get more from this. It's a good setup here for the ult from Fishman. Stormstormer's in on top of Zai and Nisha. BKBs are out. Zai able to BKB and TP. Nisha, on the other hand, his TP is still on cooldown, so he's only left with the option of BKB and running.
He's in trouble.
Reflection slow jump forward from Stormstormer. They're able to shut off the escape. Nisha punished there for the push top. Out for 80. Back in the jungle of Liquid. They'll catch Kataomi. Things are going to feel rough for Entity. They have to execute perfectly around these timings, these spells.
Okay.
Get gone upon, misses
Whiffs
the
the
boundless. A lot for the BKB TP, they haven't got anything to stop it, so he's out. Sony on the other hand is not. It did pop the ghost, but they did make sure not to use the metamorphosis there though. Watson keeping it cool.
Wall and ghosts, but yeah, no meta was used. Push though immediately from Nisha, just to get tossed back. Stormstorm is just in. Stolen surge from Boxy.
So they use their own surge on Stormstormer to help close the gap. Zai, we able to get in with a roar, stop Stormstormer from being able to chase out Nisha. Nisha's fine, can keep his distance. Boxy and Zai also able to reset to the side. Entity, looks like they still want to try and get the kills out of this though. They're still going for Liquid. Nisha, he's going to try and turn past the BKB. Vacuum's going to catch the two of them with a good stun for Nisha. Holds back both the Darkseer and the Elder Titan.
You're on Mickey.
Get the splitter off, and Mickey, he's taken out. Bursted by the Earth Splitter of Fishman. Nisha's got to run as well. Does not want to stand anywhere near this metamorphosis. Terror Blade.
Zai
caught by the Avalanche. Try and lift him out of this. The chase is going to continue. Closing the gap with the Ogre Seal Totem. Zai's able to get the blink off. Boxy. It's the tree. Should be fine. Zai. It's gone.
Sure is. Glyph, or Roshan is scouted now. They sent the spirit. So Entity, they're aware of it. Death Prophet's back at base. Liquid
want to fight this.
They've got the scan.
They're considering diving into the high ground. They go. Trying to get the timing onto Kataomi, but he's up in the air for now. Still gets caught by the boundless. Side commits with the BKB, drops the roar down onto Fishman. Fishman still got the ult off. Liquid able to step to the side. Kataomi still surviving through this all. Insania goes in with the overgrowth, but they're not going to have the damage to take down the ET. Nisha focused out by the damage from the metamorphosized TB. Watson trying to go for more, steps out to the side. A boundless strike. Mickey, is he got to be had?
He's got him.
I mean, that was Mickey baited out the Manta dodge there, cancelling the cast of the boundless strike so he can find the follow-up connection. And now he can look to try and potentially clean up. The fear from the Siphons pushes him to the side temporarily. Another fear there from Boxy. This time with the stolen Siphon pushes back Toby. Fishman's trying to get back in, but he's got no business standing anywhere near this Monkey King. He's got to run.
And they used everything on Entity. They used their meta, they used wall, they used Death Prophet. Oh, what a... I mean, Mickey,
as I said,
this
that
man.
play there, baiting out the Manta. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a sweet Manta dodge, but just kidding.
Like 300 plus damage with, I mean, not even including the Nihilism bonus. It could be pretty nasty. Nisha?
Tomi, try and start with a bit of a jump. Go back with the vacuum. Mickey's going to commit in. All gets dropped down. Sleepers well into the Earth Splitter. Okay, getting burst down to about half HP, but he'll still stand his ground here, take out the tier 3 tower. Will be forced to step out of his own Wukong's command, and Stormstorm wants to chase with the BKB. Zai puts a stop to it, turns with the roar to Death Prophet. See if they can do anything about the fact that indeed Mickey's been left in a bit of a rough spot. He gets caught by the stun.
Oh my god.
Down once.
He's got Refresher Shard.
See if he's able to play his way out of this. Get back up into the trees. Matt wants to jump back in, turns in with the Primal Spring and the Boundless Strike over towards Kataomi. The Tiny goes down. Watson wants the BKB in the meta, but the Boundless Strike from Mickey catching onto both Stormstormer and Fishman. Jump forward for more. They've got the Hex onto Watson. The buyback, they've got to come out. They've got to save their Terrorblade. The vacuum's there. Watson's able to get the Sunder up, but he's surrounded by Liquid. The Terrorblade goes down. They have to buy back here, Entity, if they want to have a chance of holding onto these racks. Is there any way they can start some sort of a jump? They haven't got Kataomi for 20 seconds still. In form of initiation, and indeed they can't stop this. They'll try now, but the Boundless Strike's there. Toby tries to commit in onto this, but he's getting burst low. Will be able to run to the side, turns with a 3-man vacuum. Fishman attempted to get him with some of the punches, but he can't hit as hard as Liquid do right now. The roar's back up from Zai.
Wow.
Toby goes down. So now that's the Fishman at Elder Titan now for 70 seconds, no buyback. Toby still has buyback available himself.
They pass the cheese to Nisha to fill him back up. They just don't have anything to fight with, though. There's still no meta, still no exorcism. They can't contest Liquid. They have to give this up. And bottom is also open. There's only one Rax left after these two.
I mean, we saw Watson who's trying to cut the creep wave mid. So the creeps have been cut. Both top and bottom not going to be coming in so soon. Backdoor protection should kick back. As I said, he's still got a creep actually with
It's a dominated one.
Oh, okay.
It's the Helm of the Overlord one, so it's not going to deactivate that backdoor.
All right, so backdoor's back up. Toby now with his own buyback. Fear push back. There's the vacuum wall. The combo. The
Big one.
went onto the three of them, but he's able to get the Bloodstone out. Turns him with a nihilism. They'll start to run down Stormstormer. Mickey. It's also going to be okay now as Liquid. They'll back away.
They're BKBs.
Quite enough follow-up after that combo. We're about 50 seconds until they can pop that. They're trying to get him with the smoke, but he's been caught on the tree. They'll still get the BKB on. Once the BKB turns towards Stormstorm and the nullifies are controlling the death from it, Stormstorm with the down, but Mickey loses his life. They've killed the Monkey King and they're ready to look for more. Nisha on the front of this with the nihilism. They're starting to catch him with the Terrapin. Once he ends up taken down. As with the two of them out, it's game over. It's GG. As Liquid will take this game one. The aggression just too much for Entity to stand.
And Nisha, even though he got... I mean, Watson, it's like, how much is Chen going to be able to do to help him heal? He doesn't have Headdress. Fishman actually went for the Ring of Protection early this game, rather than having Headdress to keep the heals up. And he doesn't even have the aura. He actually takes Penitence. Bit interesting. I think most of the times we see, even though Divine Favor is honestly one of the worst spells in Dota, just conceptually. It's at 1 armor, 1 regen. Usually you do want to see it being picked up as Fishman. He might just be dead here. Another set of axes. Can Zai land it? Joking.
First blood for Zai. I mean, already just a night and day difference in terms of Zai's beginning this time round on the Beastmaster in this game too. Oh, top Watson.
Finds him.
He's actually able to get in and get the kill.
By himself.
All right.
Again, we're looking at the triangle. The usual Beastmaster shenanigans are occurring. The stacks are there.
Okay.
Nisha's here.
They can get back in on this. It's Katsomi and Toby. They've got to try and run. Nisha, he'll turn straight towards Toby in the trees. Toby trying his best with the Dukes. Katsomi will get the toss back. Rob Wright will allow them to get the setup to go for more. Mickey dives in under the tower. Does mean that Toby's able to TP away.
They're going to itemize for like how many, I mean, I don't even know how many Arcane Boots. They could even have 4 Arcane Boots on the side of the Liquid. So when you are playing versus Quasquex, you always want to make sure you do have quite a lot of those.
Oh.
Fishman.
Oh, no. No way he's getting out with that. Tries for a TP, but the shield crash we catches him. Back down bottom, Insane here. Surrounded by the 3 of them. Katsomi, Toby and Storm up.
But he's got his Echo Saber done. I mean, very good timing. Watson, top of the net worth. Even though he was getting spammed and spammed and spammed, they were able to secure his lane. Or maybe he was able to secure it himself, but that solo kill.
Oh, that solo kill made it so much easier for him.
Bottom, a big grab.
Not ready for that one at all there, Mickey.
Nice rotation. And Stormstormer, he is going Midas, by the way, so good call on that.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. You kind of get the Meteor Hammer quick enough, and I feel like if you don't get the Midas after the Meteor Hammer as this mid-invoker, your game's just going to fall off completely. You know, there's so much pressure to do stuff on the map, and if you don't, you're just going to be one of these invokers that's left bottom network core for the rest of the game.
Does cause you in mid-game, though, where you're going to have like BKB and stuff a little bit later versus Pango and these gap closers. But
sure. I think one of the reasons you can get away with it as well is because Watson's having such a good start.
Yeah, you know
it's not like the Slark's struggling.
That's very true.
Watson's making the call. He's like, I'm having a great time.
That is very true.
Get that Midas.
Kobe.
Should have him here. He's got a little bit of a heal from the Siphon. And we'll try his best to dodge out the Thunder. But still gets caught in the steps. Katsomi, though, on the other side of things, will manage to TP away.
Not behind that Yule Scepter, but he's okay.
Okay, Lotus.
Going Lotus, an item that we've not seen too much lately, by the way. This item has kind of disappeared in this last patch for some reason.
It is a good Lotus game.
It definitely
you've got 3 big ultimates coming in onto a single target.
Very true. Nice stomp. Well played from Fishman.
See what they can get in return in. Isha. The Thunder will catch Fishman in the river. Watson's turned up for the fight, but he'll step away. He just wants to be able to throw his Lotus really onto his Slarker and Invoker, right?
Sure, yeah. To reflect one of these big spells, of course.
Kind of keep coverage around the sort of the windows between dark packs.
Well, they find Mickey again.
I made it here from Insania trying to dodge him some of the damage coming in, but it's not enough to save him.
Huge kills.
Nisha, he came in to try and help out a bit.
Oh, Boxy's got stolen Exorcism, though.
He's been in trouble, but as it is, he's back under the tower. Stormstormer.
Got him.
The setup.
It might just kill him. It's going to be pretty close.
Let's get the Nightmare. And in fact, Boxy with a stolen EMP. Try and burn the mana of Katsomi, but joke's on him. Katsomi still had the 1 charges. So the mana was able to get back up. Does still go down himself.
Liquid Starting to poke the Roche, but they'll back away. They want to take a fight instead, but it's a smoke into smoke.
Oh, they're going to start things here with the Tornado EMP onto the two of them. McKay able to put the BKB. Turns over towards Stormstorm. He's going to try and chase him out the Raw onto the Tiny, but Katomi, he's going to be fine. With the Exorcism out, Liquid just can't fight into this. They've lost 3. They'll lose the buyback on Insania. But even with Nisha crashing around the fight with the Rolling Thunder, I don't think they can get back in on this. Liquid's got to back off.
Damage issues, massive ones versus the mech and the Hand of God. That's
they
the other thing that
anything.
works. Yep. Way too much heals. Nobody does anything.
And now they can just look towards the Roshan entity. I mean, they're going to be able to pick up Insania again. That's a dieback. And they're kind of cautious about how they finish it. Watson's trying to find some sort of way to hide and get his heals.
I mean, Nisha just keeps poking him.
He's keeping him low. They get the telekinesis onto Watson. Watson's got mana.
Uh-oh.
He's got pretty much no way out of this. He's not got mana for Shadow Dance.
Oh, and he doesn't have buyback. They're going to get the Roche now on Liquid. Nisha's
maybe even going to get
just
more.
poking them.
He's going in. And indeed, this sort of situation where no heals available with Mickey up, you know, they saw that Slark. He's not able to hide anywhere at all, cannot heal up. And after what looked like it was going to be Entity setting up for an easy Roshan, it just turns completely on his head. It's 4 dead on Entity. Liquid, they'll be able to step into the Roche and find it as low as it is and finish it off themselves.
Nisha just poking and poking and poking, whittling them down with these constant annoying swashbuckles.
Not quite been able to do too much with this A. Just they'll try for another smoke up themselves, Liquid. Still a minute and a half.
Stormer has to be careful. He's so close to BKB. Oh no.
And Nisha's got the opening. In they go, no hesitation. They'll drop the Raw. Make sure they can keep him controlled. There's no saving the Invoker.
Oh, man. He was getting very close to it. Loses about 200 gold from it. And oh, that's... Oh, he can steal it back.
He can steal it back.
Buy the shard.
Buy the shard. He needs the shard, of course. But indeed, we might see these ancient creeps switching hands pretty quickly.
Yeah. This is big, too, because he can just start making his own army. Big swashbuckles onto you like that. Entity. Ancient versus Ancient, taken back. And Nisha's in.
Yep. Fishman looking very much dead. We'll try and get the heals off. But he'll still fall. Watson's going to try and enter him from the back lines and looks towards Insania, but the heals are there. Insania's going to be fine.
Stolen Hand of God.
And now they just turn around. Mickey puts the BKB. They'll take out Kataomi, take down Toby. Entity, they've got no place in this fight anymore. They have to run.
They're crumbling completely. Exo gets popped. He dies in 2 seconds. As we said, he's very fragile. And
not really a whole lot they need to be scared about from Entity.
Gonna run in to steal the Ancient. Now, yeah, Entity. They buy a gem. This isn't one of those like advantageous gems, though. This is like, oh my god, we're constantly under vision. These Hawks are causing us huge problems.
Liquid. On the way towards them.
Oh, Katomi. Boxy finds him.
Oh yeah, they will reveal everyone for that. Yeah.
Entity needs every little thing for themselves, and yeah, no BKB Invoker, he can't fight. Fishman, no Hand of God, no mech.
Just gonna try Stormstormer.
Oh no, Stormstormer.
They're gonna turn straight towards him with the BKB on cooldown. He's got nothing to help himself. A Stormstormer taken out. We'll see over to the side. Fishman caught in the river. As they'll turn. I mean,
Toby's gonna die too, unless. Nope, he's not dead.
It might be getting to the point where they call it.
Yeah,
this is looking pretty over for Entity. Liquid just crushing them in every single moment, really, in the second half of the game. And diving into the base. See if they can find Kataomi. He's going to be able to step into the trees, but the stolen avalanche from Boxy catches him.
Oh. Toss back into the fountain.
All right, but the BKB's up. Mickey's able to run out.
Nice try.
Without anything else able to catch him under the damage of the fountain. The bottom racks will be taken. And Boxy is ready to jump in and set up for more. Watson will get the BKB off. Dart back there in time to remove the Raw. See if you can find any kills from this, though. Struggling in the damage department. It's going to take a lot of hits to get anything. Starting the fight, even from their own high ground, is not easy for Entity. So here's the jump forward. Try and get the burst onto the Pango, but Nisha's able to get out to the side. They'll turn with the Raw onto the Death Prophet. The grip's there as they hold down Stormstormer. He's losing his mana. He's going to be able to survive through that initial attempt from Liquid, but Nisha rolls back across with the Thunder. Him and Fishman down. Toby as well to fall. 3 dead on Entity. There's no buyback available on them, and Watson, he just hasn't got the damage to get the job done. He tries to go for Zai, but the defensive nightmares there from Insanium. With Shadow Dance coming to an end, Watson's got to run. He's not even going to have that luxury.
GG.
Triple kill for Mickey. GG is called. Liquid take game 2, and with that, the series is theirs. 2-0 today.
Well, I mean, Entity, they had that one good fight, and